Good morning, good people. This is your Poolproof Wisdom Moment. Today, I want to give you something to lay on your mind, to give you this opportunity today and any other days that you need afterward to think about what I'm about to say to you and whether you've done it or should be doing it or have done it and know what it means. You know, we spend all of our lives becoming. We're born into the world without any sense of self in the context of what the world is. But as we grow from being a baby to being a child, to being a teenager, to being an adult, and growing into old age, if we are fortunate enough to do so, we are always adapting to the world in which we live. But that may be at odds with who we really are. And the question that many of us will find ourselves having, if we are astute, is as we grow into who we are we truly aware of who that person is, what that person stands for and believes? Who at our very core, are we? It's a big question, but just think about how infrequently so many think about it. Now, I like to consider myself a self-aware person. I've done lots of work to figure out who the hell I am because for so much of my earlier life, everyone had an opinion about who I was, or at least who I should be. But that was at odds with who I truly am. That person that I truly am has taken decades to reveal. And it has been complicated by the fact that I was at, again, odds with what I was supposed to be and who I actually was. But now I'm so comfortable with it, it literally radiates from within me that I am absolutely self-aware and comfortable with it. And what I want you to do today, good people, is I want you to take that example and I want you to run with it. Because I'm going to ask you to do yourself a favor. This isn't for me, it's for you. Do yourself a favor. Before you are up and out of here, before you die, figure out who the hell you are. Figure out why you love yourself, if you love yourself. Find out why you appreciate everything that makes you uniquely you. And also embrace the entirety of yourself, the good, the bad, and the in-between. The good, the bad, and the in-between, because we are imperfect and perfect at the same time. We are vessels created by a God that made us and uniquely placed us here to serve an individual purpose. But too many of us just go through the motions because we figure that physically living is having a full and rich life. But I'm here to tell you, there's so much more to it. And those essential questions are what I mean when I say doing the work. Asking the questions, evaluating the outcomes, looking for answers where none may seem to exist, figuring out who you are so that whenever your day comes, if it's decades away or tomorrow for that matter, you don't have this moment when you're wondering, what has my life been about? Who have I been in the world, and to whom do I matter? And that question begins with you even asking yourself, have you mattered to yourself in such a way that you showed compassion and care toward yourself so that you were in turn able to find the ability to provide it to others? Don't waste your years just worrying about living so much that you forget that one day we are all going to be up out of here. Make your life have meaning. Make it have purpose and figure out who you are. So first of all, you don't need anybody to tell you. My favorite thing is when someone wants to tell me about myself and I have to put my hand up and say, stop. I've already done the work. I know who I am, but thanks for offering your opinion. And that's what we want to avoid, is people who are going to define us for ourselves when we should be doing that defining on our own, so that in effect, we know each element of who we are, each aspect of who we are, better than anyone other than the good Lord himself. That is what I want you to do now. Make sure that before you are up and out of here, I can't even get that out clearly, before you're up and out of here, that you know the answer to your questions about who you are, what you stand for, what you believe, and why your life has mattered. beyond the fact that you're physically alive. Because if we all have some plan that there is something that comes after this, you might kind of want to know who that person is so that when you transition to it, whenever that may be, hopefully for all of you, that will be decades and decades away, you can be sure that you know what you have been, and as you become, what you will be, and have no worries, that you are clear on what your life has meant on this planet. That's your Poolproof Wisdom moment for today. Have a fantastic day. Give thought to the things that matter. Leave all the rest in the trash. That's where it belongs. Have a good day, folks.